Okay, is this thing working? I think it's working. Let's uh let's hope it's working. Coming off the back of playing 4 hours of Apex stream about half an hour ago. I'm playing some Rimworld, and we're starting a new one. So normally I play as the stock standard normal run, which takes forever to get to, so that I can show you. 4 people I normally run with, like my preset crew, because I've got prepare carefully. No, new idea. Um, what spawn do we want? I suppose we can go crash landed and then just sort of fix it. We're going to go strive to survive, reload anytime, and Randy random because I like pain apparently. And yeah, so I decided to do something a little bit different. We are going to play this game as a man. A man who really, really likes wood. And not any sort of wood, he likes Timbershroom. So our seed is going to be Timbershroom. And it's a mostly stock standard playthrough, minus the 100 or so mods that I have on here. But we won't talk about that. So we'll generate our map and see what we get. So yeah, very different playthrough to what I normally do, because normally I've got the heap of mods and I'm heavily industrialized and I do a lot of mining and I like to produce a lot of pollution and basically destroy the environment to my own game, as most people do when they play Rimworld. Yeah, no, in this playthrough we hate those people. We hate them a lot. And our job in it is to kill them. To kill all of them. So we do not want to be in a tropical rainforest. I would like to be in a normal, just a normal forest. Preferably with some sort of mountain. Can we get some points of interest? Where would be a good one? What's this? That's a mechanoid intrusion. That's a mycotic jungle. Scarlan's ocular forest. Yuck. Who wants to live in an ocular forest? That's disgusting. I'd just like to... Ooh, I like over here. Another mechanoid intrusion. Valley. Cavern. Hollow. A small open area surrounded by... Feralisk nest. Mind you, we are like... gonna be playing nature. Yeah, I'm playing an environmentalist greenie because apparently I like life on hard mode. But that's okay. Have we got... God, that is a very, very laden map. Let us choose somewhere that doesn't make me want to hate life. Is there a decent one with like a cavern or a hollow or something? What have we got here? Who are you? Cavern. Gotta love the name generation in Rimworld. Oh bugger it, we'll go here. We're in a nice little corner. We're sort of surrounded by a heap of towns. I've got no idea how this is going to go. We're going to create a fluid ideology, and we're going to be probably animist would be the closest or the best we could get. Also thinking maybe we just go ideological and build from that. So we're going to go nature primacy. And we hate everything that is alive. Well, but basically anything that's human. So I don't know. Life is precious, a gift from... We shall try to replicate as much of it as possible. So that's, I think we start with nature primacy and just sort of see where our colony goes. And do we, okay. So we can only choose one of those. Okay, cool. That is okay. Cutting trees is, so we can't cut trees and we can't mine, which neither of those things is good to us. We can't slaughter animals, so that's okay. Killing of innocent animals, that's disapproved, so that's okay. Autonomous weapons. See, I've got no problem using autonomous weapons. I've got really no problem cutting down trees. Like, I get the idea is to be kind to nature and try and restore nature, but you've got to take some to be able to give some. So we're going to remove that. However, I'm also going to allow mining, but we're going to make it the idea that it's okay for the purposes of what we're doing and not to do it too much. Cannibalism we're going to set as acceptable because the more we remove from the world, the more it is we're cleaning up the world. Fungus requires one of tunneler or darkness. Okay. Can we make that? Organ use is acceptable. Disfigurement, don't care. Ocular trees, don't give a shit. Yeah, corpses can be ugly. Fungus is okay. We can't actually play with that just yet. Insect meat can just stay like that for the moment. And yeah, organ use, blah 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 blah. Don't care about eating that. And we're just going to, yeah. Let's change the name of our leader. What are we going to name our leader? That's a fantastic question. Yeah, sure, that'll do. And they get no clothing. Let's edit you too. Let's remove the the plant specialist is called the fertilizer. The Green Master. Yeah, and Green Master gets a bowler hat. Why not? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We're not having a venerated animal because bugger that. We will have Neil sheets. Next. Okay, now we get to make our person. So we're going to jump over to prepare carefully, and we're going to bugger eyes around with it in there. Yeah, go away, and you go away too. And we're just going to randomize the hell out of this dude until I get something sort of... Yeah, there we go. You don't have a prosthetic spine. Wait, did I forget to name our... We are not being called the Way of Justice. Shit, I don't know. Would it be a funny name? I've got no idea. The Timber... No, that'd be a better name for our collective. Oh shit, I don't know. Can I? Oh, okay, that does. Yeah, naturism. Would does it have a funnier name? Yeah, why not? We'll just go with that, and we'll set it to a nice green. And we can. Is there a pretty flower? I don't think there is. Yeah, right, we'll go that one. Because why not? Okay, next. Prepare carefully. Be gone. Be gone. And let's see what this game comes up with again. Yeah, okay. We'll get this guy. Fauna Wells. Fauna Wells is kind of a good name. I'm gonna have to remember that. But you are not. You are Thomas. You are Thomas Timber, otherwise known as Timbershroom. Once I can see what I'm doing. Timbershroom. You can't add space bars. You can do that. Timbershroom Tom. And you, Timbershroom Tom, you're going to be amazing. We are going to do something that gives you decent plant skill. So you, as a child, you are going to be something that doesn't disable absolutely everything. Cooking and butchering, I kind of like the idea of that, just because, like, we're not meant to be eating animals anyway. Or maybe I'll go melee construction, plants down on the intellect, plants crafting, medical. Okay, we'll go farm kid. And then what will give us? Have we got like a botanist? A biosphere manager? No. What about a forester? Yeah, we'll go a forester. Because that just sounds cool. So there is a absolutely insane amount of mods in my mod list at the moment. Like I said, there's probably not quite 100 mods, but there is a lot. I'm not having much fun working through all of this crap. So we're going to finish custom making our character. Oop, did I miss it? No. So we're going to do a couple of things. We want him to have a passion in plants, and I reckon a small one in animals. Give him a minor passion in social, and then I reckon a minor passion in shooting and melee. Because why not? We get to. And this is going to be Timbershroom Tom. He is 100% certain in his ideology. He will have a few bits and pieces. He's going to be super immune. Because I think if you are very much in touch with nature, then you should be in touch with the things in nature that can harm you, especially the small things that get into your blood. He's going to be iron-willed. He is going to be ascetic. And we're going to give him one more. We're going to give him one more thing that will help him. We're going to give him... what? What are we going to give him? It's a shame there's not, like, a proselytizer one. Maybe foreman? No, I don't think. Or maybe animal friend. Yeah, animal friend. That makes predators not consider them prey. I think that's probably fair. And what about your health? Nah, bugger the health. Alright, cool. That is Timbershroom Tom. We're going to get rid of the apron. We're going to get rid of the backpack. And you're just going to start with synth thread pants and a synth thread hoodie. Cool. Oh, hang on. And let's get rid of any relationships, because bugger all of them. And our starting gear. We're not going to start with any silver. Oh, no, shit. I didn't mean to remove them. That stuff. I didn't mean to remove that stuff either. Hang on. Cancel back. Okay. I might have done balked it. He can have a knife. He can have, I reckon, like 10 components, not 101 Gs. He can not start with any steel. He's not having an animal, and I'm not sure if we do actually need to have the ammunition for the weapons. I might have turned it off, but we're going to add it anyway, and we're going to give him 500 rounds of ammunition to get him on his way. And we do also need packaged survival meals. And you're going to start, we will start you with 50 of them. Cool. Save preset. I'm just going to do this just in case the game crashes. And then we've got it there. Cool. Let's get in and see how much trouble we are in. The three of us? Nah. Only the one of us. Oh, and look. We spawn straight away right next to a timber wolf. Because that's super helpful. Right, where are our bullets? Actually, first let's have a look at our map. So we've got a sort of decent map. We don't really have a good spot to hide immediately at the start, which is certainly not helpful. Ah, there's our ammunition. Right, Tom, I need you to grab that. I need you to pick up that knife as a sidearm. And we are going to do a few things. You are going to work like all hell. And we are going to set your loadout straight away. We're going to set that as a rifleman loadout. And we're going to say 1 perishable meal. You get 2 medicine. You get your... Where is it? It should be bolt action rifle. And we need to find FMJ. What is it? Because it's in caps. It's case sense. No, it's just being weird. So we need rifle ammo FMJ. There we go. And I think they come in mags of 5, so we're going to give you 20. Because why not? Save loadout. Oh, look at that. We've still got our old ones from my other game. So we might actually just load loadout, go rifleman. And go... Actually, yeah, we will save that. That's rifleman 1. And we will get him to rearm. He dropped his knife, but that's okay. Oh no, he's going to have a hissy fit just because I've done that. Greatest start to a Rimworld playthrough ever. Right, Tom, you need to get some bullets, buddy. Right, cool. So, we need somewhere to set up a little hut, which I think we're going to do, since the bulk of our timber's already over here, we're going to do over here. We will get a bed down and a stockpile so that the creatures do not eat our food. Tom, you can't be botching stuff. The more you botch stuff, the more trees we've got to cut down. So what have we got? We've got some rhinos, heap of muffaloes. We do have the Mechanitor stuff here. We got some old stuff that can be torn down. And that's pretty much it. It's not a bad little spot. So there's, like I said, I don't want to exploit nature and minerals too much, but of course there's a certain amount we have to do. To be able to fight the nasty polluters, we have to sometimes use the same methods. So I realised I made a stupid decision in not starting with steel, but there is some over there. So we'll get him picking them up. We'll set doctoring to 1. just so if he does get ouchied, he will make sure he looks after himself. And then once it's already going night. Fantastic. I'm so glad about this. I love Rimworld nighttime. Not. You got it all yet? You do. And we're going to give him a couple of other things just for his comfort. We're going to give him a table, because otherwise he will complain that he didn't have a table to eat at. And we're going to give him a horseshoe pin to keep his mind entertained throughout the long days and nights he's going to spend alone until we get him a friend. There we go, Tom. You're all sorted now. So we probably want to dig this out just a little bit more. So it's ready for research bench and a little bit of extra storage. He's going to get some sleep. And what the hell is that? Ah, it's the monolith. I've got Anomaly, simply for the fact that of owning it. But I've got zero intention of doing anything with it. But we shall see what happens. If we get someone that is void... is it void fascination? Or anomaly fascination or something like that? If we get something like that, we might put it to work. Put them to work. Actually do something with that. Get him doing some mining. And... right, we want... I think it's under production, the simple research bench. Colossal arrow fleet. Yeah, we don't care about that. Not at all. We're going to need a dumping stockpile for whatever chunks we get out of there. Where? Dirty, polluting, bloody space people. Nasty. Right, let me just double check with our ideology. So we are allowed to cut down trees and mine. But we just won't go stupidly overboard, he says as he cuts down half the forest. And Tom, being Tom, because he's got plant skill, is kind of good at it. Is this rich salt? Hey, there we go. So that's actually probably not a bad idea for the start of the game as well. Is getting some form of food down. And we're going to grow rice. Because it's easy. So we're going to grow rice. And we're going to grow a little bit of heal root, which he should have. Yeah, he's got 10 plants. He should have the skill to grow. And we're going to grow some cotton, because we're going to need to get Timbershroom Tom here some clothes. Eventually. And we're going to be smart. And we're going to keep the animals away from it all. With a fence. Which I'm pretty sure will work. No, don't do that. Don't touch that one. Now we'll just chuck a little gate down. And hopefully that will help him. So a couple of other things with it. I've got a bit of a thought pattern in my head. No using fossil fuels for power. We can only use green energy. If we get those I can't remember what they're called. There's something cells, and they're basically a passive energy generator. They draw energy out of the air. What has sprouted? Cocoa. Ah. We've got some visitors as well. Yes, we can use them. We can use solar panels. We can use geothermal, and we can use... that's not good. Okay, maybe it is good. So this is going to seem like a bit of a waste not, want not situation right here. Because free food. And we would not want one of our nature brothers to go to waste. So we're going to do that, and we're going to get a... Wait, hang on. I can do a butcher's table. I don't need that. We're going to put in a butcher's table, and we're going to put in a field stove. Or do we do power? Maybe we chuck down a turbine. Just to get started. And we can do some hidden conduits. And we can... production electric stove. Yes, I'm well aware it's going to have a bad work area penalty thing. I'm sure he will survive. Tom, I'm gonna need you to stay focused and on task, please, buddy. I don't think we need to worry about food at the moment, because obviously we've got all these PSMs, but it's probably not a bad idea to have it prepped. Although we do need to get this growing zone done sooner rather than later. Oh, look at that, just straight up got some chalk. I can already see a labour issue happening here. Maybe starting with more than one person would have been a good idea, but, oh well, what can you do? Can I now fix your nut? Yes, there we go. Oh, they've given us some plasteel. And I think they're tribals as well. Which, we don't mind tribals. They're still bad, but they're not as bad as our industrial enemies. But we have to be smart. We can't go straight to war with our industrialized enemies. We have to think about these things. Because we need to get weapons and some form of tech before we begin our mighty conquest against them. Go, Tom. And we're just going to try and live off the land as much as possible. Grow our crops. We might do some ranching of some animals. You know, in a controlled manner so that we're not over-hunting. You know, to help with our food situation. If we're producing more than we're using, we can release animals back to the wild to help repopulate what the dirty polluters have taken. Go, Tom. You can do it. You are so strong and smart and brave. Be gone. We do have components, yes. Yes, we do. Right. Tomas. What are you missing to complete this? You need steel. You need a little bit more steel. We can do that. We've got some steel up here that we can use. There's actually some... Maybe it would be better to tear down structures. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. We'll go and tear down the structures. Which will give us some steel. And that will be... We're cleaning up nature then, you see. It'll be a much smarter way. And we can tear up the floor while we're at it. But for now, Tom's going to get some sleep. I think, maybe. I don't like that. I wish I could destroy it. What's that? Steampunk mudstone tiles. Slaver from the Schuylkill Confederacy. Right, we might be able to get a friend. Oh, mind you, I doubt we have enough to trade for it. And a mad quail. Well, that sounds like the quail's problem. Right, Tom. Go and see what he has to say. Blue is a logger. Hello, Blue. So I don't understand I don't know what these different passion types come from. But that's okay. Mining, artistic, medical. You do have good plants. You've got an intimate passion. Psychic death knell, analyze creature. How much are you, Blue? You're a lot. Okay, what about the child? I feel kind of bad, even with this even being here. For probably quite obvious reasons. So you are a child. And do I have anything? I don't have anything I can... No. Sorry, kid. But you're staying with them. Because Timbershroom Tom's very poor. And that's just the way it is. So we'll keep our deconstructing going. Which is taking way longer than expected. Alright, let's have a look at our research tree as well. We do have a lot of mods, like I have said, in here. I want to get into alpha bees. I've never used alpha bees. And of course there's Rimmerfella, which we won't be using. It's just in my mods list. And we've got some other bits and pieces. So, road building and automation, linkables and autopsy and blah, 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 blah. A lot of that we won't be using. We will be picking and choosing as we go along, and if we have to research something we don't want to get to something we do, well, then we just won't build it. I think that is okay. Tom, can you please build the wind turbine? No, Tom. How much construction do you have? You've got 4. Well, how much construction does it take to build a wind turbine? It takes 4. Okay, Tom. And you need steel. How much construction does it take to build these? None. So, Tom, you are going to have to find me the steel some way or another. Oh, this is ancient concrete. It doesn't give us crap. There we go. Now he's level 4 in construction. So we're going to go and build this turbine. Please do not bugger it up. We need this turbine. It is a little bit important to us. I do actually also want to have a bit of a look at our map while Tom's doing stuff. So there's this Task Force Theta, which are from, I think they come from a mod, and they're scary, like, spacer soldier people. That sounds like some sort of primitive faction. Those sound like piglins. Vampires, maybe? I don't know. More piglins. Humans. More piglins. Polluters, I'm guessing. Maybe. Oh no, here's the gas people. Garbage outfit. It's what Tom will shout at them when they come along dressed in their stupid little silly polluting costumes. You have a shit outfit, a garbage outfit. Right. Okay, he does have enough to do that. Although we don't have enough to do the butcher's table. But that's okay. At this point, we will go and mine some steel. And we will need to think about researching probably batteries for our first research. We've got a lot of components on this map too. There, over there. Zao, over there. And we do have a decent chunk of steel as well, which is going to be extremely... Tom, you're killing me here, man. We're going to get a lamp in here as well. Light up the situation. Shine some light on the situation a little bit. Mind you, we are getting a good amount of steel out of that vein. Tom, I swear to God, if you fail this, I'm going to be deeply upset. Good boy. Right. And let's get some research going. We are going to want batteries. Straight up, and we're going to start sorting out your priorities here. So I think plants should be absolutely top-notch priority. Mining doesn't have to be up there. Yeah, so he doesn't want to hunt either. Because it opposes the ideology. So it's going to take us a while to do this research because Tom is not very smart. Tom is just a little bit, just a little itty-bitty bit dumb. Which is okay. What were these again? These are marble blocks. We've got 52 marble blocks. Well, that's okay. We can floor some of his hut. Marble tile. Well, really not much. We don't really care about the Mechanod signal. We'll keep it there just in case. Maybe we get a planet killer event and we have to... What the hell's happened to you? You're a slave of the Confederacy. Hey, Tom, can we have a quick look at your loadout? Can we put... Okay, I don't know why it won't let me search, but can we put a knife in there? And can we save that as Rifleman 1? Can we... Yeah. And do we save this person? Because... I'm not going to lie, he's kind of crap. And he is also a slave of that group that came through. But I don't know if maybe I'll get to keep him or if he will wander off the map. We are going to haul that pemmican in because that's free food. And, ooh, our plants are actually doing or the rice is doing a decent job. And we're going to go cook simple meals. We're going to set this, do until X 12. And that'll ensure that we've got some meals coming in when the rice comes through as well. Yes, we're working on batteries. This is going to take a while. So what other thoughts do we need in the meantime? Where is our closest geothermal vent? There's one there. And there's one over there. They're all kind of far away. So maybe once we expand a bit, we might be able to take over this steam geyser as a bit of a... thing, for lack of a better word. Do we set up a couple of spike traps as well? I think we do. Just for the... No, don't do that. Just for the general protection of Tom here. Because currently, our boy does not have a lot. And maybe we give him some barricade. More! Ah. So I think with the bees, we can produce most of the resources we need, which might be a very environmentally friendly way to get our advanced resources, like steel, for instance. So we will consider this. Tom, very, very soon you are going to be farming again. Just so you know. Oh, hang on. We can already start some... Oh, because we've got basic beekeeping. Okay. Honey used to centrifuge honeycombs to extract honey can work without electricity at 30% of the normal speed. Useful for tribals. Bee research, beekeeping workbench. Okay, so we do already have access to bees. Okay, where are we going to build our bees? I think maybe, I think all of, we're probably going to plant a lot of our crops here, and then we can sort of build our town around this. Hi, how are you? Around this central area. So we will build a bee hut. Maybe that's a little close. We'll build it up a little bit more. Can we deconstruct all of that crap? Then go to Eep. That is probably a good place to start. Seven, and we can put a door on it. And we will do some bees. So we'll put that there, and we've got our research table and our centrifuge. A bunker bee house. A bee house built with concrete. Cement. That's concrete, baby. Very resistant to damage and fire, but terrible for bee production. Well, that is just a shame, because then I'm not going to use it. So we're going to set up some bees. And we've got our first crop of rice, which is fantastic. What else? Have we missed anything? No, we've got the centrifuge. And or maybe we build our bee hut a little closer. Then. No, let's still deconstruct those things. No, don't hide. No, there we go. We will build our bee hut a little closer. 7. Down towards our area a bit more. Well, then cut down the oak tree. How about that? You get cut. Tom, let's prioritize hauling in the rice first, buddy. Before it all rots. Because we don't want our nice natural rice to rot. Stopped due to missing bees. Hey, look, a group of travellers from ISIS. I didn't realise, technology... Wait, they're the enemy! If they're from ISIS. Or Zeus, or whatever you want to call them. But we must, like I said, we must bide our time. So we need some bees. Can we collect some bees from some trees? If I go prioritize harvesting, does that give us a beehive? It does give us a beehive. So maybe we have to use the tools from in here to crack open the thing from in there. Wild beehive and a temperate. Mild beehive and a temperate beehive, I should say. Interesting. And we've got to cut some more trees.
You're not my man. You're just sitting there like...
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Right, for people that are meant to be extremely nature-focused, we're cutting down a lot of trees, but we're going to spend money to make money. We will replant them. Cover the entire region in forest. No, we won't do that. That will take forever and be a massive fire hazard. Okay, so that actually needs steel. So we can manage a little bit of steel for our needs. So if... So what does... If I go create tier 4B research. Research combinations to create tier 4Bs. This research is random and you may get duplicate results. 50 beeswax, 50 bee honeys.
Yeah.
Love you. Good night. And what about in here? Preserve meat with... Okay, so that's... Oh, extract from... Okay. Alright, very cool. Is there a thing for bees? There is a thing for bees. I reckon bees should be up the top. Have your lunch, and then let's extract some bees. We need bees. Lots of bees. Because then we can get the beehives going. So that's a temperate queen. So if we insert a temperate queen in there... And... Maybe if we put... the mild drone in there, and then we put the mild queen and the temperate drone in there, maybe we get some weird crossbreeding things happening. So that's getting the temperate queen, or does it have to be... So I think... That's going to set up how mild queen temperate drone, and then he'll put the mild drone in there. Okay, cool. And we've got honeycomb, which I think we spool in the centrifuge to get honey, if I'm not mistaken. We do really need some batteries, because we're going to have some pretty, like a very hard time getting ahead without power. So once this is done, we might just let him do some research. We do need the steel for the steel honey centrifuge. We do need to get power ran there. I know there's not much point until we've got batteries, but as is needs must. Sounds good to me. So we will make it work. Blocked by oak tree. Where's the oak tree? I don't say. Oh, there's the oak tree. Right, you get dead. How much steel do these take? 2 apiece. Yuck. Let's cancel them, and let's just put normal power conduits. Oh, no. Oh, God, you're an idiot. Tom, you need to stop botching constructions, please, buddy. Yeah, you get some research done because we really need batteries. And I'm going to put them there. And that will be okay. And we're going to do a bit of a dodgy to make them work the way we want. Because that's what we do. True story. So we'll just let him get this research over and done with. Is it really down to 59% because he's not in a lab? I guess he's also, again, not very smart. He's a bit dumb. Timbershroom Tom, he's got a heart of gold. He really loves nature. But he's just a little bit stupid. And that's okay. He'll get smarter as time goes on. Right. Oh, and maybe we do some stuff with the anima tree. I've not really played with anima much. Oh, we've got some free steel over here too. Yeah, I've not really played with anima much in the past. What the hell are you? Are you some kind of... You look like a snail crossed with the flood. It's inside its armored shell made of iron sulfide specialized organs generate an electrical discharge similar to those found in electric eels. Ah, so it fires fire at people. Thrombos! Oh, beautiful. We do love thrombos. And a big fucking otter. Yeah. That is one monster otter. I want that as a pet. If we're going to have a venerated animal, it's going to be one of them. Because that is cool as hell. And otters are amazing. And anyone who says otherwise is lying. We've got a heap of monkey-looking things. Yeah, largest known ape. Oh, the thrumbos are chilling over in my neck of the woods. Nice. Right, have you just... You know what, the rest of it... No, don't do that. But we're going to forbid the rest of that. Because that's taking way too long. And we'll cancel that for now. Right, we've got our centrifuge. And that will allow us to do some things. He's nearly halfway through researching batteries. So, wait, did we get two... Why did you take the drone out? Or did the Queen, like, kick the drone out? Working bee house will have a beneficial effect on any plant crops in a 6-tile radius. Harvested plants have a 25% to generate a partially grown pollinated offshoot of the same plant. Ah. I see. So they are actually growing at a fairly considerable rate if they're... Okay, so they don't actually grow any faster, but they've got a 25% chance to drop this offshoot. I see. That makes a lot of sense. He's learning. What else do we need also? Animal transport, this sounds like a... What are you? You are a tiger. Now, I would really like to save the tiger. Because That sounds great. It also sounds like a really good way to die. And I'm not sure about anyone else, but I don't really want Timbershroom Tom to die. So maybe not. And we're going to end up with a stupid amount of rice at this rate, but that's okay. Because we can sell it if people come along. Oh, look at that! Tom grew another brain cell. Do we have any reasonable points of interest? So we've got this big one. We've got this one over here. What's this? A component stockpile. Might be useful. Use people's abandoned stuff against them. Ancient heat vent and ruins. We might be able to get some stuff in the ruins. What's over here? Marsh. Mega hive. Chem fuel stockpile. We're not interested in chem fuel. Unless we sell it to the... Ooh, that could be good. An abandoned colony. That could actually be really valuable to us going and checking that out. However, it's not really something I think I'd like to do while we still only have one person. I think exploring's probably off the cards until maybe we get 3, then Tom can stay at home and 2 people can go out. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a Timberwolf. I wonder what it takes to tame a Timberwolf. Mind you, he's not far from dying. Take minimum handling skill of 9. What's your animals? 2. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about that. That's off the cards for the foreseeable future. What is this? Chemetic mudstone tile. A Gigantopithecus. You see, that's great. I don't mind that you seem to like Tom so much that you want to join. However, I do not want you. So, we're going to just let you go back to the wild, and you can go back off with your family and just chill. Okay? Okay, sounds good. Are we almost done with our research? 286 of 400. So we are getting there. And our plants are nearly finished growing again. Oh, so we are actually seeing that offshoot coming a lot. Is that happening more down there because it's double layered? I wonder if that's why that's happening. Because we've got the 2 hives, it's overlapping. Maybe. But then you'd think, oh no, it's a 25 chance to spawn it. Not that it'll start, but it did start at 25%. Or maybe it doubles up because there's 2, it spawns it twice, and then the game gets confused, and it's like, okay, well, we'll just spawn it at 25% grown. Maybe that's how that sort of works out. And Tom, we do need to make sure we're holing. Where's hole? Oh, never mind, the hill route was done anyway. Otter! He's so... The otter is eating the tiger. Oh, wait, otters are omnivorous, aren't they? I think. Maybe? And we've got a mad yerkin. Tom! Tom! Oh, good shooting, Tom. we are going to finish off the turkey. Because the turkey's obviously got something very wrong with its head. So, we're going to put it out of its misery. And we are allowed to harm animals that... No, it wasn't innocent. It was coming to kill you. Oh, and that's right. We actually do need rec time too. So we're going to give him a couple of hours of rec. Now that we're sort of established, we're going to give him some rec time. But that turkey... What? Does he have to actually hit you for it to not be considered innocent? Because that seems a bit mad. If he's coming after you, it's no longer innocent. You should just be allowed to pull up your and shoot it. Biotech experimentation lab brought to light. By decrypting these signals, we've discovered that they seem to be leading to an ancient biotech lab not far away from the colony. Salvageable genetic technology. We've got 21 days. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. What could we do with biotech in a run like this? Could we bring Tom closer to nature in some way, shape, or form? I'm not sure. Maybe we can turn him into some form of mushroom man or nature man or something. Turn him into a furry. Maybe. Are we going to butcher that? I suppose we could. We've got plenty of rice. Let's set that to do forever. He's going to pick up all the blocks. At least he's keeping his area tidy. Right, how far are we? Okay, so we've got 84 research left until batteries are done. And we'll mine that out, chuck 1 or 2 batteries there, and do the old trick to stop zits from happening. Do we need that on the way in or the way out? I think we need the power switch on the way in from memory, but I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out when it happens in our base burns down. Maybe. Right, so that is done. So we got a honeycomb. Out of that. So we did get some honeycombs. Disturbing vision. Well, fuck your monolith. We have no interest in doing anything with it. That is not a nice sound. Oh, we got beeswax and we got honey. Acceptable food for everyone. Really, we need to finish this research. But I'm so... Oh, jeez. I'm so curious. Weapon pods. We got a bow. I suppose it's better than a nothing, but I don't really want a bow. I have a rifle. Right, come on, Tom. Let's get this done. Tom, bro, seriously, I really need this research done. It's kind of important. We've been putting it off for a while now. We've been here for a bit. Oh, fire. Quick, before it burns down the bees and the crops. Go out. Oh, I don't like that graphic. Nah, I like the one with the roof. And he's straight back into research. Very nice. Never mind. He's going to ruin my hopes and dreams by not doing research. At least this is fast. That is not a nice sound. Ugh. So you go and harvest everything and then you just leave it on the floor. I suppose he's doing what I've asked, isn't he? Almost there. Mind you, I think it's going to go night time before he gets a chance to finish. So, hopefully he will in the morning. There is an otter in your farm. We want animal and human-like. But we don't want fresh. We only want rotten. And then first thing in the morning, we're going to get rid of that body. Before poor Tom here ends up with lung rot. Rare manuscripts. That's pretty close to base as well. Right, Tom. Let's get rid of that. How long is this going to last for? Another 2.5 days, I see. Oh, thank God for that. Power, battery. I don't know why these are here. The gel batteries at the start of the game. I'm not sure what does that. But it happens in all my games. So, we can't get it for ages anyway. So... Okay, he's just going to start clearing up a heap of bodies. Nice work, Tom. Right, so I think we're short on steel. I think that's why he is just doing holing. So we'll come up, we'll keep mining. And Tom. Tom, please, Tom, you're killing me here. Tom. Tom, please go do the thing. We need our base sorted, my man. And of course, just to tread on his mood a little bit more, it's pissing down with rain. Soaking wet. Dude, it's raining and you went and jumped in a puddle. I'm not surprised. Damn, that wind turbine be cracking out. How's a wind turbine outputting 2,000 watt? I can put out 2,300 watt. Jeez, that's a lot of power. Right, we might actually not allow sowing again because we have a lot of rice and no one to eat it. We're still going through PSMs. We've still got 16 of them. So we might just chill on that front for a little bit. Tom. Bro, you are killing me. What are you even doing? Transport pod. A waster. Interesting. I hate to say it, buddy, but you are going to bleed out and die there. I'm not saving a waster. You are going to have a horrible, 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 horrible time. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. Right, and it looks like we are almost out of components, so we will mine some components as well. I don't think we will mine that many, though. We only just need enough for this stuff. Because, yeah, we've only got those two left. There is a bird in our farm. It is a crow. I need a scarecrow. I don't think there is a scarecrow. Bro, do you really have to kill a thing on my front lawn? We'll cancel those. Because it doesn't need to be there. He is slowly getting better at building. 5.05 construction now. So what we're going to do is we're going to destroy those conduits. In the hopes that that gives us enough steel to, well, assuming he doesn't botch it 8 times, we might be able to get these done. Does that really not yield any steel back? Oh, that sucks. Okay. I'm gonna have to come and mine one more. And that should be enough to finish everything off. We hope. Tom. Why didn't you just bring the whole thing, Tom? Tom, just finish the project, Tom. Right, let's have a look at our power grid. Okay, we're finally actually up and running, sort of, maybe, kind of, perhaps. Yeah, that's a good point. We will need some warm clothes for the winter. Good thing we butchered that muffalo. And we've been growing cloth. We don't need the ship to the stars unless there's a planet killer. And Tom can spend some time, I guess, doing that. I think our next thing is smithing or solar panel. I reckon maybe smithing, because then we can get machining and start making weapons. What? Haviv. Guarded by one imp and an unknown threat. Imped child. Do we want an imped? Aren't imped the fire people? I don't think fire is very good for nature. I'm pretty sure it's imps that have a natural affinity or skill for fire. So maybe not, yeah. So we are going to research smithing. Because to get to where we want to go and to be able to fight the good fight, we're going to need weapons. We're going to need to be able to protect ourselves and nature. So going this pathway seems like a good way to go. However, it does mean more sitting around. The other thing I would like to think about is how are we going to make money? What do I have that we can make money from? We do have a mad boom rat. And I think we're about to have yet another instance of Timbershroom Tom being deeply unhappy. Because now he's shot a boom rat, and he's probably going to cry. Because, for some stupid reason, even if you know an animal's coming at you... Oh no, that one didn't bother him. Okay. That's weird, but sure. I don't know why it did last time. Does the boom rat count as a predator? Where is the... Oh, it's burned up. Are boom rats predators? I'm not actually sure whether they are considered predators or not. Yeah, I don't know. Right. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to wait for our researches to be done so that we can make things to trade. Maybe clothing, since we've got cloth. We can expand this out. And it's sort of... We're not taking from nature, we're growing our own things and turning it into money. perhaps that's a good way to do it. We do have tailor benches. Young traveller wishes for arms. Demas. We've got some herbal medicine. We can sort out some herbal medicine for you, Demas. Sounds like a very Russian name. Hello, my name is Dimas. How are you? I have come to ask you for some medicine so that I can help my baby brother who is injured nearby. Do you have any medicine for us, Mr. Tom? There you go, Demas. All the best, buddy. We could have, I guess, captured Demas. And that would have given us a colonist, but it would have meant we had to raise a child. And I don't want to do that just yet. And kids aren't very useful. So there's better things we can do with our time, I think. Do we start building like sub-buildings now? Or do we keep... I think we start building sub-buildings now. So where are we going to build our workshop? Is a fantastic question. Maybe we just build a little workshop here for now. We use some of the natural area. We can dig out that corner there. And it's going to piss me off because it's not an odd size. It's an even size. But that's okay. Give it a stool. Production. Is there any... We can create art. To be honest, I don't think that's going to be the way we go. And do we want to build Timbershroom Tom a little bit? Maybe we can move everything out of here and that can be Timbershroom Tom's bedroom. But he is ascetic, so he'd probably be happy with, like, that as his bedroom. Let's be honest. Which might not even be a bad idea. Just smooth everything out and chuck a door on it and a bed and a cooler. Who knows? And we'll chuck a lamp on there. And that should be okay, I think. Another trader. Oh, look, he grew another brain cell. Good for him. Level 5 intellectual. It would be nice to have a trader or like a random that wants to join. I think would be nice. Or like not a waster that we can capture. But I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Joys are playing with Randy Random. Randy Random doesn't give a fuck what you want. He could not care less. Could not give a shit at all. This is going to take a while. The Forlorn Survivor. A desperate refugee named Smelly. Smelly claims to have lost his home in a recent attack. He wishes to stay for 6 days. He offers to work and fight for free. He may join. Do we know anything about Smelly? We do not. But you know what? Smelly is a piglin. And that's okay. I just wasn't expecting it. But Smelly can come and help us. Because why not? What was I going to call our faction? I had no idea when we started the game. Now I can't remember. I think it was going to be like the tree team or something, but I don't think we're going to go that. What are we going to call our faction? Just because Smelly thinks he's rocked up, he thinks he can just come in and start making decisions. And Smelly, that's a fantastic idea. We need some big think around here. Mind you, he's got one less brain cell than Tom. We are going to call ourselves still a fantastic question. I don't know. We are going to call our settlement what's a good naturey sounding name? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, we can try and change it later, can't we? The Uncontrolled Confederacy, yes. We are not travelling. We do not believe in travelling. We will be... Well, since I can't do it, thinking that is, we are going to call ourselves the Small Think. And our settlement for the moment will be called the Tree Citadel of Thought. And we're going to do the small think in the Tree Citadel of Thought, and perhaps we will come up with a better name later. So you are going to firefight and doctor straight up. You are not a nature-loving person like me, and you're depressed. And that's okay. We're going to put your bed in... No, we will put your bed in here. You can have a wooden... I'm doing the small think again. Once I do that, let's get you to please prioritise building that bed, so that Smelly can prepare his brain for think during the night. Smelly, what can you do? You're pretty good at mining, it seems. Let's have a look. What's your mining passion? Vengeful. Okay. So, yes, Smelly, you are going to mine, drill, and quarry. Not that we're going to be doing drilling and quarrying, probably. We're going to set you to Hole and Hole Plus. You are not going to touch my plants. You can help with the bees. But as far as you and God are concerned, the plants are my job. We are going to get you building even though you're garbage. What's your crafting like, Smelly? 3. What's your crafting like, Tom? 4. So we're kind of balked from the start at that point. But that's okay. We've got to start somewhere. I do not think I would like to keep Smelly. Smelly is, well, his skills are kind of smelly. But that's okay. Smelly, you can also do me another big favour, and you can clean when there's nothing else to do. You can clean. You can make sure everything's neat and tidy. Room, barracks. Smelly, you will not be able to convert Tom. He has a certainty loss factor of 12%. He's iron-willed and ascetic. I would like to see you try. Unfortunately, his brain is entirely tuned to his love for nature. And you will not be able to stop that from happening. Smelly, you know what, Smelly, go ahead. I did say I needed help researching, so you can help research. And we also need to set your schedule. What started the... Yeah, fair enough. Good job, Tom. Good job. You belted the shit out of Smelly. What's your mellow? You've got 4.3 versus... Oh, yeah, you're gonna kick the shit out of him. A machine persona in an orbiting ship wants to perform some planetary experience. However, if she carries out her experiment, a weather controlling system will force the weather around this tree citadel of thought to be fog for 14 days. She is concerned about getting in trouble with the Ethical Review Board and is asking your consent. I'm not going to lie, these things are kind of crap. But that tech print, as much as we might not use the tech print, is worth a considerable amount of money, and it's only fog. We might be able to sell that, and we might be able to fiscally acquire a new friend next time the people that sell friends come about. So we're going to accept that. And we're going to very quickly go out and haul in our tech print. Now, we need components, we need steel. So, Smelly, you have work. And we have a visitor from Asus. Interesting. Can we please not use the really, really nice medicine on crap? Right. Tom, let's get you trading with this nasty, nasty little hobbitses. We got a grenade launcher, or a launcher grenade. We do have a heap of cloth we can sell to make some money. So we might sell like 100 and... We'll sell 100... We will sell 120. And let's just keep pushing that up until it equals what she has in money. Do we want some light leather pants? Not really. Thank you for the money. Smelly, all that silver inside. That's very valuable to us. Get to mining. You promised me you'd work if I took you in, so work. Yeah, I don't mind if the simple meals rot away in storage. We will survive. We have plenty of food, so I'm not entirely concerned. That is still not a nice sound. And also, we've got heaps and heaps and heaps of honey. And that's not going to stop. So, I wonder if maybe we should harvest some more beehives. To increase our... Angelos, an Imperial of the Refugee Dominion, has learned that Smelly is being hosted at the Tree Citadel of Thought. She will send you the following reward if you kill all members of the Pact of Lenuia. Total value, 200... A metal blood serum. Now, I don't want a metal blood serum because I'm pretty sure the metal blood serum comes from that stuff. And I do not want to play with that stuff. So we're just not going to. We're going to keep on. We promised Smelly we'd we'd help him out and keep him safe. And that is exactly what we're going to do. And then he can decide whether he wants to stay with us or he wants to go. And look, I don't necessarily want to keep Smelly. Because again, Smelly is kind of shit. But, that being said, he is still another pair of hands. And as long as we can convert him over to our quest for looking after nature, then perhaps it's okay to keep Smelly. Perhaps we can teach him our ways, our protectionist ways around our trees. It would be, or our plants. It would be nice if we could move that close to home. I'm pretty sure there's a mod that will allow us to do that. But we will have to experiment and find out. Fall has begun. Yes, yes, I would like to get to Taylor Branch. Hey, look, there's our Timbershrooms. So, somewhere in this massive list of mods that I have, can I see the mod list somehow? No, mod options. We have a very big and very cool mod. And it's not just one mod, it's a big pack of mods. And I can't remember what it's called. So, it's a problem for later. But it allows us to farm Timbershrooms. As I was saying when we were setting all of this up, Tom loves nature. Tom really loves wood. He's very, very fond of wood. He loves all sorts of wood. He loves softwood. And he loves hardwood. He's very, very, very big on his what? No. Right. Smelly, if you do a good job here, I will change your name to something more suitable. That club you've got a steel club. I want you to go and bonk this wolf. If you can do that for me, Smelly, then that would be fan... Well, this doesn't suit. So, we are going to reload. Because we can. Because I'm not taking a game over that. Right, as I was saying, Tom really, really likes wood. He likes all sorts of wood. He likes softwood. He likes hardwood. He likes grasses and all that sort of stuff, and bushes and shrubs and hill roots as well. But he loves his wood, and he's particularly fond of Timbershrooms. Hence the name Timbershroom Tom. Aha! Like I said, Smelly, if you did the thing, you would earn a new name. And earn a new name you will. You will know, from henceforth, you will no longer be known as Smelly. With your club, you done did bonk. So now you will be called Bonk. Good job. I'm proud of you. Right. Yes, he particularly loves Timbershrooms. And the mod that we have, which I think is called Underground Complete. It's a pack of about 5 or 6 mods, all made by one person. I'll have to find out the modder's name. I will probably also assemble a mod list and a load order for this. And yeah. I'll have to find out the point being, it allows us to grow timber shrooms, and timber shrooms are fantastic because they're a timber mushroom, and mushrooms are really, really cool. And Tom also likes mushrooms because as much as they're the underground version of nature, they are still nature, and they quite happily grow in anything. Perhaps a mycelium start would have been good, but maybe if we do like a fungal crew playthrough, we might be able to make that work. Right, we are going to pump up the amount of meals we are cooking because we still have a lot of rice, and we've also got our massive amount of honey. Can we get this and make sure we're extracting from hives? And we're going to expand. Actually, what we're going to do first of all is we're going to remove this floor because I can guarantee there is rich soil underneath it, I reckon. And we'll expand our farms, and then we can... There's a mad hare. Why is he always pulling out his knife? Well, never mind then. I don't have to kill the fluffy little bastard bunny. Because yes, we require more farms. Not for any particular purpose, but we might be able to sell things. And also, I think there's something to be said, considering we want money, there's something to be said for that, and that. I think growing those may yield us a decent amount of money. Right, the deserter. She has deserted the army of the refugee Dominion and is being hunted by a loyalty squad. She wishes to join you at the tree Citadel of Thought. They know the location of 2 silent neuroformers. If I accept, I will become an enemy of the refugee Dominion. Now, that's fantastic. That is okay, but I also... It's only 1 trooper, and I guess we can win back their approval. We can just bomb them with some gifts. Do I want Dustfoss? I need labour. I do need labour. And as much as the refugee Dominion might be a formidable enemy, or as much as they might be a decent... Not an ally, but a stepping stone in the meantime. I don't think we entirely need them, so we are going to accept. Dustfoss. You come here. What gun have you got? You've got a chain shotgun. Okay. Do you have... You've got 40 slugs. Okay. That's cool. Right. Bring it on, loyalty squadman. Do you have anything of use? What's your bio like? Neurotic bloodlust, incapable of animals and plant work. Ah, you see. Now we see the pinnacle of these dirty industrials and their hate for nature. Do you have any interesting weapons? You've got a Thumpercat carbine. And you've got some flak jackets and stuff. You've got some PSMs and some rifle cartridges. What are you... You're incapable of animals and plant work. Interesting. You see... I'm more likely to keep Bonk than Dustfoss at this point in time. Tom, you're going to have to do a considerably much better job than that, my friend. No, Bonk! I think we're going to die here again. Tom. Here comes the man in black. The Galaxy Defenders. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Quest available, the deserter, we're going to load. I don't care about reloads. It's early in the game. We've only been going for, I don't know, an hour and a half after setup time. Yeah, I don't care so much about doing a little bit of saves coming to keep us going, because the other option is the death of the playthrough. I highly doubt that man in black was going to be able to kill the enemy and save Timbershroom Tom. And without Timbershroom Tom and his ideology and his ability to convert people to it, we do not have a game. So, it should be fine. Right. Bonk. He is better at melee than you, and I would seriously reconsider pissing him off, because he will kick the shit out of you again. I would deeply reconsider your actions. And why haven't we built that tailor's bench yet? Come on. Can we try and calm him down, please, with your 3 social? No. Apparently we cannot. That is fine. Who won? I don't know. I'm going to assume Bonk won that one, because there's more hits on Tom. Well, actually, what's the total wealth? Consciousness. Where's Bonk? Oh, cathartic adrenaline. Oh, you get boosts from mental breaks. That's actually kind of cool. Okay. Right, Bonk. Tom, please build that. Tom. And we are going to... Tom, every single day we stray further and further from God. And you are the reason why, my friend. What's wrong with you? Okay, so he insulted you a shitload and you're unhappy about it. That's fair. So we're going to need some jackets. I don't think we've got enough to make 2, so we're just going to make 1. A parka. And we're going to make this out of buffalo wool. And then after that, we're going to make some other bits and pieces that we can sell. So what are we going to make? We might make some t-shirts. We'll make... How much cloth do we have? 185. So that lets us make 9. 9 t-shirts. And we are going to make them out of cloth. Because hopefully, when someone comes through, we can sell them to them. You know what? He's not doing a great job of making them, but at least he's doing the job. That's the main thing. Do they get a boost at all from eating honey as a food? No. They do not. That's a shame. Oh no, honey boosts mine though, so... Right, so that's that bill done. We've got heaps of beehive stuff. Bonk! Can we get you, please, my man, on deconstructing? So that we can try and recover some more soil. I still don't like that sound. I'm going to complain about that forever. And we'll just encapsulate this entire rich farmland in fence. Lots of entrances in, and then we've got this massive growing area for all of our bees and our plants. Especially the bees, because we like the bees. We've got lots and lots of queens and hives and drones and stuff now. You good, Tom? He's just doing some stargazing. Well, that's good. We've at least got a little bit of the basic base set up. We've got some stuff. We've got some bees and some garden. Some stuff growing. I think we're probably pretty good for food. We've got a decent amount of medicine. We're making some clothes. We've got an idea of how we can make some starting money, at the very least. And we've got our little bees. We're still not even quite halfway through... Well, no, yeah, not even quite halfway through smithing yet, which is a little irritating. But that's okay. I'm sure we will be able to make do. All things being equal. Yes. Go, bonk. Go. Get it. Good job, bonk. I'm proud of you. And we will reset up our dumping stockpile for chunks as well. Because we're going to want to move... where is just whole? There. Black hive attack. Ah, that is extremely unfortunate, actually. The black hive kind of suck. I wish I had removed them from this match. Oh, good job. Get him, bonk. You leave bonk alone. Get him. No! Oh, bonk. Oh, no. We're not having good luck here. My bees. Bonk. Nah. We are not having fun, but that is okay. one more save scum. We're probably going to leave it here because we've been going for about 2 hours, and I think that will just about do us for a bit of a start. Yeah, the Black Hive suck. I have never liked the Black Hive, and I do not understand why they are in the game. But these are the things that happen, the joys of adversity. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't happen when we pick this back up. But we will end it here. So, until the next one, thank you very much. And yeah, hopefully we will be able to see how the tale of Timbershroom Tom continues. And I think from this point, no more saves coming. What happens, happens. The start of the game is over. So, yeah. Thank you. Bye.